Hi there. I have used lots of pencils and things, and I've showed you lots of things. Today, I'm trying these out. I've had these for quite a while, and I've been wanting to try them out, and I finally am doing it. And it's a little set of these Derwent, I guess you say, Inktense 12 set of ink pencils. They're from England, and they are supposed to be a lot more intense than regular watercolor pencils. You can see this set you get like a yellow ochreish, kind of an orange. Let's see what they call these colors. You get sun yellow, oops, and tangerine. I don't drop them all over the place. Poppy red, okay. Sea blue. There's like three shades of green, like an olive green. They call it leaf green. Okay. Apple green, and then this kind of a tealish green that they call teal green. Oh, geez, shock. And then there's kind of a purpley color. Fuchsia, excuse me. And black, basic black. And bark. I guess it's a dark brown. And this color, deep indigo, also known as dark blue. Anyway, I did this little sketch of a bottle brush, because I've been working on a bottle brush drawing. So I used this ink pen that doesn't bleed. This is one of the ones I use. It's a technical drawing pen. You can get them in different widths. I didn't even sketch this one first. I just inked it, and then I went over it with these different colors. And what I do is I take different shades and I overlap them. See, like here's the dark kind of olive green. And I will put this down. Then I will take this kind of leaf green color. I call it more of a spring green. But you don't lay it down really thick either, just really light. Because I know once you add water to this, it's going to turn into something exotic. Okay. Now, this is the tricky part. This is a brush with the water already in it. You could call them an aqua pen, I guess. You squeeze it, and then what happens is it soaks up into the bristles. So they say in fine print. You kind of have to keep doing this until it actually starts to get into the brush itself. Yeah, it's wet. And that's what's nice, is you can control it so it soaks up in there. And now, see, if you do too much, I would highly recommend doing it. This is watercolor paper. Do not use regular paper because it'll curl up all over you. And then you just start doing this. What? And these Inktense colors are supposed to be a lot more intense, hence the name Inktense. So if I can hold this and do this, you can see how it does blend together and become like watercolor. And you can see there's 3 shades of green in here, so when you add the water, now, I mean, and the nice thing is once it's dry, you can go back and add more color to wherever you want it. Okay. And you just slowly squeeze this thing, because you don't want to add too much water or it'll bleed all over the place. You kind of do a light touch too. Don't be ham-handing it. Okay. So we're going to go over all of this. And this is exactly the same technique that you use if you have watercolor pencils. There's really no difference. And this is what I do a lot with drawings. And the nice thing is it's like a super ultra uber controlled watercolor. Okay, like this. And if there's spots you missed, you can go back and fix them. Now, you can kind of brush this off to the side to kind of clean it off a little, and then we're going to go in here and do the red. Let me see how this looks. Oh yeah. It is brighter than some of the watercolor pencils I've used. Some of them are not that intense. So yeah, I can say that it's definitely a brighter pigment. See, you can kind of just whoop like this. There. Sorry, I'm holding the phone while I'm doing this. Like that. And now you have the little wispy flowers on a bottle brush. Kind of add to it, kind of come off the edges. And like I said, you can come back and do here. You can go in either direction. If you want it to be brighter at the base, I would recommend going this direction, because then you can do this when you get to the bottom. See? And now it's going to be more intense down there. There we go. So I've never used these pencils before, like this brand, this type, so. So they are kind of, they work exactly the same as all the other watercolor pencils, except instead of, they say they're supposed to be more like ink and less like watercolor, which is, I would say they're very, very, very close. The only difference is that I can say that the pigment is brighter on these. There we go. So, okay, so there you go. This is definitely brighter than a watercolor pencil, which is very, very close, but not, I would say probably, a third less as bright. These are about a third brighter than a watercolor pencil, which, depending on what you're doing, may be good, maybe not. In this particular case, that's fine. So I would say yes, I would recommend them. Are they inexpensive? Not really. A set like this is about $35. Yeah, ouch. But if you go with someplace like Hobby Lobby or something, you can get a discount on them. 40% off or 30% off or whatever. And then, or like Jerry's or someplace, you can get them online and they run sales. I would recommend that. And give them a try. And I would really recommend one of these little brushes. You can just use a regular brush with water as well. These are nice though because they're so portable and you can take them with you. Okay, it's pretty slick. They hold up pretty good too. I've had this one for probably about a year. It hasn't fallen apart. So give it a try.